Jana TV again. Ako bigaga, kachimda jitaro jogi. Still to me ngalega knowing your celebrity, knowing your star, and definitely to me the compiling them. For sure, we have one of the legends, the biggest stars of the region, and I'm very sure that all of you know him. The Nela Mangat him in detail. Today, I want to bring you his story, and this story we are not only going to bring it as our TV. But from the horse's mouth, about we want to get to know who is our star, who is our celebrity. Singing Badun, when we meet him, we are not only going to look at him in the music angle, but we want to relate until the again. Before anything else, let me introduce him. Kaji Daroji, our legend.
They don't know the word legends. The word legend is too big. It's
not.
It leaves some very serious weight on my shoulders. I can't accept that. Give me another name.
Okay, what would you want to call you?
Okay, maybe you could call me maybe an upcoming artist or something.
Upcoming artist?
Yes.
Really?
I have really never thought. It's like there's a whole gap. I haven't really fit in the situation of the legend.
So you feel like I'm giving you a very big...
Have you ever heard of an artist called Pesha? That's the one guy we call a legend.
Yes. Okay, how would you describe a legend? How do you define someone who's a legend? Someone who has been in the industry for long?
Yeah. Those are the aspects. I would say someone who has lasted in the industry for long, someone who has been consistent in production. Like this is my 8th year.
8th year.
Yeah, but you're looking at Pesha. I think he's headed to a silver jubilee now.
Oh, okay. Mocha, who are you?
I'm Agre DK. Those are the names. My mother gave me the name Agre. I don't understand what it even means.
Okay.
But then DK is those are the initials for my father's name.
Okay.
Davis Kusiro.
Okay.
So I'm Agre, son of Davis Kusiro. So Agre DK. But my official name is Chepkui.
Chepkui Agre.
Yeah. Chepkui. I was born when people were sleeping. That's what they tell us.
So we now Agre is a musician. Outside music, what does Agre do?
First and foremost, I'm a professional teacher. Not just a teacher, a graduate. Chambo groups, made in Chambo.
Okay.
So I'm a graduate from Chambo University. I think this is my 8th year ever since I graduated. I'm a teacher of English language and literature. I graduated in 2016.
Are you teaching currently?
Yes, I am. I've taught in many schools. If you go to Mukono, I've taught in Paul Mukasa Senior Secondary School for about 5 years.
Okay.
I've taught in Hillside College Mukono. I've taught in St. Peter's SS Mukono, that is Namojoro.
Okay.
I have taught in my current place of work is now here in Kapchorwa. Kapchorwa Senior Secondary School. I think that's one of the biggest schools in Sebei right now.
And that's where you're teaching
Yes,
English
that's
teacher?
instruct English, particularly A-level class.
Okay. So if you are a full-time teacher, what time do you have for music?
Honestly, I could think music. I've never thought you can never make time for music. I think music is just in the system. Because you are walking, a sound starts in the head. It could be midnight, could be mid-morning. It could be any time. It's not like teaching where you have a particular timetable which dictates that you go to class at this time. Music, you can run to the studio at any time provided you feel there's this burning song that has to get out. Especially for us and other artists who do songs that speak a particular message to the community. Like honestly speaking, I do not do love songs. When I talk about love, I'm bringing romance in this particular case.
Yes.
But I do what somebody would call agape love, the love for morals.
Okay.
What we do good. Some people think I'm not a gospel artist, but me, I think I'm purely a gospel artist. The challenge we face, if I may end there, is that people think that the gospel song is the one that is talking about Jesus. So that when you see, for example, Shaboraim talks about Isheswama, to me that is already a gospel song because it is agitating for morality in society. Be a hard-working person, and this is what the Bible wants from us. So they are what I would say in quotation marks, ignorant people who would think that is not being a gospel.
So people judge music based on the limited knowledge that they have.
actually the issue of limited knowledge not only affects the listeners, but also for us who are doing the direct music. We still honestly struggle to understand what we do.
Okay. You've been in the music industry for 8 years. Has it just been successful? Or there are also challenges that you faced through?
Yeah, indeed. I could say yes and no. Because if I could go to yes first, I began releasing music in 2017. That is after a struggle, battle. Deep inside me, so there are two people fighting inside me. So when I began, well, it went on. You begin with so many expectations. Yeah, then there is a good return. You know, back in the day, there wasn't, TikTok was nowhere to be seen, which has made it very easy to promote music now. Yeah, YouTube has existed for a while. People, you even trace it back to 2017, here in Sebei, you realize that a very big percentage of people even didn't have smartphones. So even accessing these songs is not very easy. So the yes part of why I think I've been successful is that first I've been consistent with the music. I've released the music. And I've been able to listen to that voice that says you can do the music. So that is already a win for me. When I talk about the challenges we face, you could make a whole long list of those challenges. One of them is around we still even have a poor, we still have a very negative feedback coming in from our listeners. Of course, you cannot ignore those who are doing good by us. You release a song, if you release a good song, they say nothing. When you release a song which is bad, they talk a lot. So these are the things that frustrate us as musicians. Nobody comes to say, oh man, the other song was really nice, this one is also nice, maybe you should work on this part and this. They just say, what type of it?
So they only bring negative criticism,
that's what
there's no positive criticism that comes.
Yeah, then maybe before I forget, whenever we hold concerts, you get a very poor turnout, especially in Sabili here. Even in Kapchoro town here. The only time you're going to get a concert is being successful is Christmas, maybe first. Those big days would come once, twice, once in a year. And how many musicians have not had concerts?
So among the many challenges is the support is very...
We still struggle with support. Why do I say that? Is because if Chameleon came to Kapchoro now, today, right now, you're going to see somebody who has never supported a single Sebei musician getting up with money and they are going to support Chameleon. Well, we don't feel bad, but it frustrates us also. Yes, because you are saying I'm maybe doing music that's not appealing to you. At least come and tell me what I should do, rather than keeping quiet if I'm doing something that you feel doesn't appeal. Yes. Then Chameleon comes with Luganda, which you don't even understand, and you're moving. Then you pass me by, who is singing in your language. You even understand the bad things I'm saying. All you need to do is put me on the right track. Say, man, stop these words. You have been in the industry for more than I am sure that you cannot be doing something for 8 years, maybe like I said, benefits or you're not seeing what you're achieving. What have you achieved from the music that you've done? Okay.
Yes, general, what have you achieved?
I think I have something to show for it. Okay. I do not want to boast, but I think I am among the musicians in Sebei. Let's talk about financial first.
Okay.
Even if we are struggling financially, the last time Yona Blaze held a concert in Kapchoro, he made 8 million shillings. That was a Christmas.
Okay.
Lakemesh made 11 million.
Okay.
That is in Kapchoro. That was the last 2 years. I had a concert in 2018 in Kapchoro. Those are now many years ago.
Yes.
I made 2 million shillings. After paying for all those other expenses, I made 2. Then I shifted my concert to Kampala, which you attended.
Yes.
And I was able to make 19 million. So financially, I think for the 8 years, I have something to show for it.
Okay.
So that money, I do not want to explain to you what I've used it for, but I've done something good.
There are things that
yes,
you've done.
I could
and you can sell it out of my music career. I have done
this, and I want to tell you, I can never discourage an upcoming artist.
Okay.
Because they are most likely going to achieve better than we ever did.
Okay.
Because as a new day falls, our people are exposed to new music, to better ways to love the music. It's no longer the 10 years ago where you had to struggle to get people coming to support you. Things are just happening now.
So what keeps you going in this industry? I mean, the consistency. What is your motivation?
First and foremost, in Kapchorwa here, Buko, Kwen, Sebe at large, if you are doing music to make money, then you will be frustrated.
Okay.
So what keeps me going is what somebody once said: if my song can be listened to by 20 people and then it transforms positively the lives of 4, that's what keeps us going.
Okay.
Because if you can get 4 good responders come to say, I love that song, it addresses a situation, then you think you have won. You feel you have, that's what keeps us going.
So in the instance that you do not get anyone who comes along, and this is the best, would you still keep going?
Yes. Why? It's because we have online platforms now. You upload a song on YouTube, you realize that in a month, 400 people are voting, 1,000 people are voting. TikTok even makes it quicker. Take an example. I'm blessed by over 35,000 followers on TikTok. Every time you upload a song, you're going to get at least 10,000 people, unless those people are not real. But if these people are real, then they are listening to our music. Even if they don't tell us, I see the numbers and I know somebody has heard it. Then out of 10,000 people, maybe 30 respond in the comment section. And then they say, I love the song, but maybe the beats were too loud. Maybe what? Then you get something to go and work on. So it's no longer about physical responses. We can now get online responses without ever meeting somebody, and you're still alive.
Okay. So for what pushes you is that just the fact that you realize that there is some positive impact that you're causing to somebody out there is what keeps you going.
Yes.
Starting music, did you have the support from the family?
No, not really. Take an example. The first time my mother ever came to attend my things, when I held the first concert, that's when they see that you're now serious. If you are inviting all many people to come. But I may not judge and say I didn't get support from family, because I really never met anybody criticizing me, saying that maybe this is not good. That means deep inside they like what you're doing. That could be another support.
Then there is this thing because you have the music, also I just come kala either mioyo, losing the direction. What do you think?
Can I tell you something? I'm Kampala. Chitonyo tume. Gula jini ne choki pogo isli. Chukura the damage. They don't say anything bad. Maybe the people that side are used to diverse cultures or ABC, or maybe they know that that is how musicians do it. When you come to Sebei, Kapchorwa, Buko, particularly our area code, Yogelet Karoro, this is not, it's not like our people. This is not what our people know. It's just being introduced. Just recently, but now they are getting used to it. It's becoming now a normal abnormal. Okay, so even that aspect, I did not get. And why do all people say myo? There are almost 3 aspects. One, the musician, by the time they say myo, they have judged how you began dressing. If that wasn't your dress code, you began music, then your dress code changed to that. Wearing maybe toned, if you are a girl, maybe you're wearing very tight skin skirts now. Start saying that. The other thing is the language changes. Because sometimes our musicians tend to interact with the people who speak these kasi languages, or maybe they start engaging in drug addiction. They start telling them that if you don't do drugs, you're not going to get stage confidence. And then maybe lastly, when you plait your hair, you are 20 years old, from 1 to 19 you never plaited your hair, and then you began doing music at 19, maybe 20, and then all of a sudden now you're plaiting your hair. They are going to say music is for Wayaini, because you have started adopting a culture which wasn't there.
did that affect you? Music
I almost forgot the other thing. The music you also do. If you are singing about naked girls all the time, they are going to think like, why? If you are singing about, you praising alcoholism, you are in your music, you are encouraging people to drink up the morning, because there will be a time when we shall die. You are not going to get the love from the people. They are going, because they have children who are most likely watching what you are saying. So they are going to think it's a bad thing. Why have I never got that? It's because God blessed me with the type of art where I only concentrate around content which is positively appealing to the people. That's what our people want to hear. That somebody knows that we are going through this. Maybe this is what we go through every day, and people love when you criticize bad behavior. But when you uplift bad behavior,
there's somebody out there, maybe a young boy or some musician in Matana wants to come up with music. Then I remember going to go to lecture, and then I'm going to be judged. What would you tell that person? And then they criticizing. What would you tell that person? At least a certain boy who is looking up to you. I want to be like Abre.
Okay, that's a specific question, maybe to the people who are watching, and to the young people who want to pursue music. There are people who would want to be like us. If at all we've made some sense to you, you need to listen to yourself. First and foremost, it's a big mistake to do things out of forces from other people. If other people are encouraging you to do something, well and good, but it's terrible that they will decide for you. The question is deep down inside you. Have you ever sat down in a quiet area and listened to yourself? What does your spirit tell you? What does the inner person in you say? Does it say the music, this that you have the fire for the music? Does it tell you that you can do it? And then if it tells you that you can, have you ever talked with the inner person in you to tell you what music wants you to do? Because if you are going to do music, that is I think you should follow your heart, but my encouragement is let us do. I love listening to Chameleon. Chameleon says shida za dunia, don't laugh at somebody when they are in a problem today, because mujagiyeking like that. To me, those are songs that will never fail. Will never fail. And if you can agree with me, Georgiana, is most of the immoral songs that have been played, that have been recorded, have faded off. In the long run, they just fade. Yes, they just fade.
Eating and a short time.
Yeah, it hits, it disorganizes people, but then yes.
At the short time, okay, away from music. Agredike is a professional teacher.
Yes, I am.
Tell us Samaningi, right from primary.
I've had a terrible one. First and foremost, when I was 3 years old, my father passed.
Okay.
And it was a terrible experience. So my aunt took me, Miss Angwani Jimde Tororo, and we are very grateful to Miss Oyapel and the family. They took me. I stayed with them. Most of the fees came from them.
So you studied in Tororo?
Yeah, no, just like for a year. But that year, you can't compare to 7 years in my village back in the day. Because first and foremost, when I go to Tororo, I met people from all cultures, exposed people. I go to speak English at a very tender age. And you know, there's one thing, being able to speak English language, you are going to be able to solve a number of academic problems because you're able to read, chemistry, interpret. That's the challenge which has affected us also. But of course, congratulations, our people have made it from the hard grounds. I did 1 year, P3 in Tororo. Okay. Then I came back, Chao Jeresiron Primary School. P4, 5, 6, 7. I went to Kapchoro SS, Senior 1, Senior 2. Then I went to Tororo Town College. I repeated Senior 2. Okay. Senior 2, Senior 3, Senior 4. Then I came back to Town View, Kapchoro for Senior 5 and Senior 6. Okay. And then I passed. Those of Shaburaim were behind me. Roger was behind me by 1 class. But Jabonda had the whole Town View. When I was in Senior 6, Roger was in Senior 5. Okay. And then I went to Chambogo University.
Okay.
That's when I graduated. And
Has it been smooth? What are...
it hasn't been smooth. First and foremost, when you talk about the... For me, for fees.
Okay.
But I can assure you that the people who were paying for me went through hell to get the money.
Okay.
So I continue to share in that burden with them. Because while I was at school, you could really see some piece of the land has gone. Those are mental tortures that never end. To meet the fees with some parents from other families, just full like a cup of tea. So the challenges are terrible. I really can't. I don't want to break. I don't want to break down that. So my aunt paid my fees in the P3, then senior 2, 3, and 4. Then senior 5, my sister. That time there was Bayport in Kapchora. My sister called Viola, she's married in Bukeria. So Viola paid senior 5, senior 6. Went to the university, the fee structure short up. So my mother took over with the body nagi. Sometimes we would sell a few items and go. But then when I got to year 2, because my mother was handling 2 people, me and my brother. My brother was in Kampala International University, me 3rd year, and me first year. So so that when I went to year 2, final semester of year 2, he had started picking some money from work. So my mother rested, then my brother took on the final year. Whatever little he earned, he didn't buy even a shirt for himself. Then when I graduated from Chambogo, luckily I got a job in Mukono. We joined the little man and my sister go, the little man and my brother, then the little man I was getting. Then we were able to pay for a sister who follows me. Then we paid again fees for another sister who follows the other sister who follows me. So the one who follows me completed, he got a diploma, the other one has a degree. Then then there is now the other brother. Fees now the other sister.
So that means that as a family, you come from a very united family.
Joint effort, yeah.
It is so united. We're talking about the united family.
We are. My father passed away in 99. That time we were 5. 2 boys, 3 girls. Then my mother got 2 other children. Inherit. So I have 2 brothers from another father, but from the same mother. Okay, so those 2 brothers, one is doing a degree in Lusitema, the other one is in Similtu. And we are handling all of them.
Okay, so the family is united. You had your challenges. One thing that kept you going is the togetherness of
exactly.
the family.
We've had our share of disaster.
So besides carrying us to school, where you say that maybe an auntie chipped in, generally Sapondaga, when it's a family you could afford, let's say 3 meals a day, though it was still a struggle, and they got at least carrying your 1 meal for sure.
I could say all my life we missed the supper meals once. It was terrible. But I want to assure you, owing to the hard work of my mother, we never missed a meal. But it could be a miserable meal, but we ate. We didn't. And my mother didn't like people because that way you would cultivate enmity. My mother. So the little but could be the contrast. My sister would you could have like maybe porridge for breakfast, you can have maybe roasted maize for lunch sometimes, and then you have better supper. So you choose, you either eat lunch well and eat a lighter supper, or you take the other. But then, after a few years, we all could do.
Why we are asking about this layer, there is somebody out there, when the person you're meeting as a celebrity, there are many people who look up to you. This guy is doing well in music, this guy is a teacher, this must have been a planned child.
Exactly.
So the reason we want to know is, how, is it that easy that people just walk through, or there is someone who can relate, they never understand that he's a teacher, he's doing well in music, he's commanding a very big audience. What would you tell that person? Because maybe it has been easy.
Not all that glitters is gold.
Okay.
That is the first thing. Bria gilo ginyo la jejele. Okay, bria amik to gol jobo mudabon ngala mende sod la anyinga. You get? It could be poison. So manda gaskela ke shabura imdabon nga to agree is talking with big people and you think maybe it was just a walkover. It is still hell even for us, okay? We are still, I could literally use, with all due respect, when you look at Joshua chapter again, you might think when you see everything that he has, Sotla maybe he just woke up one morning and then everything is just like that. This he must have come from some hellhole, okay? And if he shared the story with you, you would start crying. The same thing with me. Nothing was got just by, but you have to pay attention to consistency, be faithful in God, you are here as a person. The greatest, I think my greatest weapon against these challenges I face is good friendship. Have a positive connection with every new person you meet. Like Georgiana, literally I could say you are the latest friend in my life. I don't need to ask you, but I think tomorrow if I met you, we'd still talk.
Yes,
you're the latest friend that I have received today, and that is already a blessing to me. And as much as I can, I'm going to try to ensure that every time I interact with you, it should be on a positive note. So that if I offend you, I engage bit to ensure that the positivity is going. This is the same thing. Let me tell you, I do want to talk about this. The producer team knows this thing. I had a very powerful wedding. Very powerful wedding. I think we spent 40 million in our wedding. But I want to assure you that 85% of the money didn't come from me. It came from friends. It came from friends. And this can only happen if you are doing good with the people around you. I think Kayuishi is the greatest weapon in it. But when they have a poor PR with the community, you really see that there is some poverty in that person's life, even when they have the money. Then you will get a boy from a very poor background. They
Now that you've tweeted about our wedding, Kajamole, you've told us about Sabanda Sugulu, you finish university, come and get a job, then you're doing well musically. Now, what happened after, when you get married? After Ginyuri Shade, after university, now that we know you're a family man.
I am.
So take her through slightly. So when do you get into the family life?
I literally wanted to get married as soon as I completed school. But I realized that if I mixed my marriage with the supporting my sisters who were coming, it was going to bring a little effect on me. So we had to sacrifice. So I completed school in 2016. I got married in 2023. That could be a gap difference of how many years? Probably 6 or 7. Why? Because chajamdala yamche. Amnye karituzi chamda nyoru. Yoga chuji katya. Nga chuji big charge cho tajin the jesumanti. And the lekitina nyoru la kachogo kichu tagagisi. So I chose to say let's do one. Game of glory. So sacrifice. Even my brother, I followed, did the same. He did the same. Gajachani over his second born. Yes, and now I have one child, and I'm very happy because now my sisters are supporting me. I'm prepared to go for my master's degree, and the same people whom we educated are going to contribute to the fees structure. That I can assure you. Okay. So what I'm saying is, some people get married immediately. They look at so many things. The young man can go see the ship, get the best and married immediately. Because everything's about money. You run the family using money, you go to church, you also need to have some money, you have to support church activities, you go to school, you meet a friend who is sick, you need support, you need to have money. So, ironically, you get people but under any responsibility, then they have made a decision not even be a family person. So it's all about decision. So I decided to first go and then I could start my own business.
How is marriage taking you?
I am. My wife Sandra has turned me around. I think every day in marriage, and God even blessed me better when when our daughter came through, and the good things you're still doing for me. Sometimes I don't have the words. I can only promise her that I'll be loyal to her. That's it. I just want give her the respect and the love.
I hope she feels loved, even from us as a team. From the story that we've got, feel loved. Okay, knowing the fact that you're a musician, I know you have many fans that who are following you.
Yes.
We never like your clip, but they do not even know where to find you, where to find your music.
Yeah.
Tell them where can they find you.
YouTube, just type Agro DK, find me. TikTok, the DK Media. You go to Facebook, Agro DK, you find me. Literally, when you type Agro DK, you find me. Even if you ask the AI, if you go to AI and type Shabara, it will tell it's a musician from Sebe. The same thing. If you type Agro on AI, it will tell you even where to find our music. Please, Georgiana, we are grateful.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us your time.
Appreciate it.
Subscribe to Georgiana TV Network. Subscribe to Agro DK social handles. Let's support them. Let's follow our musicians. Let's grow. I'm gonna you've heard their stories. Some of them have successful stories. Others are still struggling, but in this struggle, we are moving together as a team. From us to you, we love you. Bye.